While Trump's riding high from his acquittal, Democratic candidates are still trying to figure out what the hell happened in Ohio. What is it?
Iowa. You are upset
Not all
today.
places in the Midwest are the same. Iowa.
I've been to all those three states.
Mind you, it's a lot of vowels. I find them, as English is a second language speaker, I find them very difficult.
I cannot move my vowels for anything. So some campaigns are either hanging by a thread or having internal issues. Is any candidate going to be able to pose a threat to him at all?
Sure.
I can't even say his name anymore. I can't even say it.
Yeah, sure, of course. I mean, if the right candidate with the right message, of course, and it's still early, but I really...
Well, who do you have your money on if you had to vote tomorrow?
Look, I think right now it's looking like Bernie, and that scares the living out of me.
Who would you vote for if you had to vote for a Democrat and they had a gun to your head? You had to do it.
I don't vote for Democrats.
All right,
but I want to show this.
Can
we show this James Carville clip that I mentioned in the last segment? You said I couldn't have commercial break, so thank you.
We win every argument, Brian. We win an argument on anything. We don't win elections because we talk about stuff that is not relevant. We got to decide what we want to be. Do we want to be an ideological cult, or do we want to have a majoritarian instinct to be a majority party?
He goes on to say, I'm here not because I want to be, but I'm 75. I don't want to be here, but I'm giving this warning. And he's a genius. I mean, he was in the movie The War Room. He was an architect of the Clinton campaign, and I think Democrats should be listening to him. And I would really like him to come on the show in that hat.
I mean, I've worked with James Carville. I know you have too. When I was at CNN, and I think he's very smart. I think what he's trying to say is what we've said here often. Democrats have it a little more difficult than Republicans because the tent is much larger. It's a diverse party, and the Democrats don't only have to, I guess, appeal to minorities. They appeal to women. They also have to appeal sort of to the center-right, where Republicans only have to appeal to a white majority. So their message the Democratic message has to be very different. There was a really fascinating article in the New York Times about it. It says why Democrats still have to appeal to the center, but Republicans don't.
Well, look, we finally got 100% of the vote reported from Iowa today, and I think it's a chance for an opportunity and a requirement for some campaigns like Joe Biden's to reboot, and he's doing just that. I read that he had taken off a day from the trail in New Hampshire yesterday to figure out how to restart the campaign. There is a chance to do that. I saw him on a CNN town hall the night before where he was talking with such empathy and humanity about stuttering. That is the Joe Biden I want to see, and I wish his team would put him out more. I think part of the reason why Pete Buttigieg is doing so well is because we've seen so much of him. He's everywhere. They've given us access to Pete Buttigieg. They've given us so much access, I've even learned to pronounce his name.
You know, I want to say something.
I want to see more of Joe on muscle.
You know who I'm beginning to... in the sense that he has a southern firewall when he gets to the South, and his approval rating with African-American voters, specifically African-American women, is huge.
It's huge.
So he does have a buffer, but if he comes in fourth in New Hampshire, it is no bueno for him going to...
Well, my feeling is that I'm keeping my eye on Michael Bloomberg right now.
A lot of people are talking about Bloomberg.
He's very smart, this guy. He knows that the black community has big issues with him. So if do we have that? Do we have any clip? We don't have it. There is an ad he's running now with Obama telling him how terrific he is. And I think it was a very smart move. Obama liked him, and maybe people can change their minds. You know, this country likes a guy who's a strong guy. He's a very strong guy. I don't care the fact that he's short. I told him, stand on your money. You're taller.
Yeah.
I like the idea. I like the idea of somebody on the stage that's got more money than Trump.
And let's remember, he is a real billionaire, unlike this liar-in-chief in the office right now. He's an actual billionaire. He has a mouth on him. I know him. I've had dinner with him. The guy is smart.
He's very smart.
Now, and how about...
Can you imagine Trump saying to Bloomberg, I'm very rich, and Bloomberg just laughing?
Exactly. And I mean, I really think that he's the kind of guy that a lot of Republican friends of mine, believe me, I have a few, who would vote for him. Or even if they're not Republicans, they're center-right Democrats. And they will not vote for Elizabeth Warren. They will not vote for Bernie. They will vote for him.
Yeah.
I believe in this guy right now.
Do you?
Biden's going to have to change my mind a little bit now, and he's coming on in a couple of weeks, and maybe he will.
I would
But
vote for
giving
Bloomberg
them the
with bells and whistles.
Okay.
And Biden.
Right.
And
Well, he's
Buttigieg.
got good platforms on climate change, gun
He's good on
control.
climate change. He's good on
Public health.
guns. He's good on, and
We
yet,
gotta wrap. You
and
guys
yet he's
have an
fiscally
aneurysm.
conservative.
They're playing the
here.
music.
I